Helmut Marko decided to replace De Vries with Daniel Ricciardo. Marko was reportedly unhappy with the Dutch driver's performance in his rookie season in Formula 1. Marko felt that Vries was not showing enough potential to be a future Formula 1 champion and decided to replace him with Daniel Ricciardo. Red Bull and AlphaTauri are more than happy to have Daniel Ricciardo back. But why did the team decide to replace him so early? What if it cannot prove beneficial for them? And what's the reason of De Vries? You want to explore this? Keep watching today's exciting video. We are going to show you the hidden reasons and everything you want to know about what's happening. Daniel Ricciardo, the 34-year-old driver, is set to make his Formula 1 comeback in the Hungarian GP, taking the place of Nick De Vries at AlphaTauri for the rest of the season. Earlier this year, Ricciardo returned to Red Bull, the team where he secured 7 Grand Prix victories from 2014 to 2018. He joined as a third driver after being released by McLaren following 2 underwhelming seasons with the Woking-based squad. Daniel has been confirmed as an AlphaTauri driver following a Pirelli tire test at Silverstone on July 11th. Red Bull, AlphaTauri, and even Daniel himself are very happy with Marko's decision. The team's principal, Franz Tost, said, "I am very pleased to welcome Daniel back into the team. There's no doubt about his driving skill and he already knows many of us, so his integration will be easy and straightforward. The team will also profit a lot from his experience as he is an 8-time Formula 1 Grand Prix winner. I would like to thank Nick for his valuable contribution during his time with Scuderia AlphaTauri, and I wish him all the best for the future." Red Bull's Christian Horner also said that Daniel is a great asset to the sport, and that he is excited to see what he can achieve with AlphaTauri. Shocking, isn't it? Nick De Vries will be driving for AlphaTauri in Formula 1 until the summer break, which is the 4-week hiatus between the Belgian Grand Prix on July 30th and the Dutch Grand Prix at Zandvoort on August 28th. After the summer break, De Vries will be replaced by Daniel Ricciardo. The decision to replace De Vries was made by Red Bull, who owns AlphaTauri. Red Bull felt that De Vries was not performing well enough. De Vries had a relatively poor performance in his first full season of Formula 1. He finished the 2023 season with no points. His best finish was 12th place in Monaco. De Vries' performance in his rookie season was not good enough to keep his seat at AlphaTauri. Red Bull thought that being a former Formula 1 E champion with Mercedes and being a lot older than most F1 rookies, De Vries should perform well, but it couldn't happen. Finally, the team thought Daniel would be a better option. But is De Vries always performing like this? Absolutely not. While talking about De Vries' performance, it's important to consider that he is a Formula 2 champion and a former E champion. He has experience driving in Formula 1 and has been part of many tests, far more than any other rookie entering the sport. De Vries has a wealth of racing experience, especially at a senior level, having driven in Formula E for 3 seasons and participated in various endurance races. While he might be new to a full-time seat in Formula 1, his experience surpasses that of any other driver joining the grid for the first time. And this was the thing that made De Vries considerable for AlphaTauri. As Marko himself told the Dutch newspaper The Telegraph, "We contracted Nick because he performed great at Monza last year. We expected him to be at least equal to his teammate Yuki Tsunoda this year, but that was not the case. Actually, he was always 0.3 of a second slower. We didn't see any improvement. He's 28 years old, has a lot of experience, and has also been able to gain a lot of knowledge as a test driver in various Formula 1 cars. You cannot compare him to a young rookie in my eyes." To explain the decision of replacement, Marko said, "The problem for Red Bull was that he didn't show the potential to improve from where he was at the end of April. In Baku, he started the weekend well, and I thought he was going to perform better. But then he crashed again. He, unfortunately, did not do one super lap that we were amazed by. De Vries lacked the pace to be in the sports. We had to do something. Why should we wait? And what do the 2 more races matter if you don't see any improvement? De Vries is a very pleasant guy, but the speed just wasn't there." But you know what? As expected, Marko doubts that another F1 opportunity will come De Vries' way, and he suggested that he should consider the World Endurance Championship instead. "Another F1 seat will be difficult, I think," he said. "But at the same time, I do think he saw this coming. I think he can build a nice career in long-distance racing." Now, what's next for De Vries? De Vries has a few options ahead. Why do we forget the world outside of F1? He could make a comeback to Formula E. where he clinched the championship in 2021. Who won't welcome a former driver like him? Alternatively, he might try his luck in IndyCar or Formula 2. Another possibility is staying in Formula 1 as a test or reserve driver. However, it seems unlikely that De Vries will receive another F1 opportunity due to his current performance and the lack of available seats. For a second chance, he would need to find a team willing to take a chance on him. Yes, I'm talking about taking a risk and allowing him time to grow and develop. To make the story even spicier, De Vries was spotted having lunch with Toto Wolff in Monaco just hours after his AlphaTauri ousting. Before any rumor arose from here, let me make it clear that Wolff and De Vries have known each other for several years, and they have a good relationship. Maybe they were simply catching up as friends, or another possibility is that Wolff was offering De Vries some career advice for his next move. Yuki Tsunoda and Daniel will make their first appearance as teammates at the Hungarian Grand Prix, but Tsunoda is also sad for De Vries. In an interview with Sky Sports, he said, "I'm really excited to have Daniel as my teammate. He's a great driver and I'm sure I can learn a lot from him. I'm also sorry for Nick, who was replaced. He's a great guy and I wish him all the best for the future." Since getting fired, De Vries found himself in an awkward situation as to some old comments he made resurfacing. Whereas De Vries claimed that Lando Norris and Alex Albon weren't better than him during their Formula 2 days, he said, "I do not want to be arrogant at all, but Norris and Albon were, in my eyes, really no better than me." These remarks gained attention on social media after Norris and Albon's recent success in Formula 1. De Vries made these statements before his victorious Formula 2 campaign in 2019. He expressed his belief that they were not significantly better than him, but the context was different back then, as they got promoted to F1 while he had to stay in the junior category for another year. How's De Vries feeling this time? We can have an idea from the post De Vries shared on his Instagram. A short note from me. After recent events, I decided to take some time for myself away from social media, which I will continue to do. I would like to thank Red Bull and Scuderia AlphaTauri for the opportunity to live my dream. Of course, it hurts that the F1 chance I dreamed of for so long ended prematurely, but life is not a destination, it's a journey, and sometimes you have to take the hard road to get where you want to be. I am grateful for our privileged lives, proud of our journey and my family. This is just another experience. We move on and look forward to the next chapter. Now, to sum up, let's talk about De Vries and AlphaTauri's situation. They decided his fate based on his excellent performance at Monza last year, which seems ridiculous since one race shouldn't determine everything in modern F1. It's baffling that they picked him impulsively and dropped him just a few months into the season. AlphaTauri is struggling to compete, and even with Yuki Tsunoda's good performances, there's little chance to break into the top 10 due to the closely matched top teams. As for Daniel, despite our admiration, Red Bull's belief in his improvement after McLaren remains questionable. Don't you agree that De Vries deserves a second chance and Red Bull is making a mistake by throwing him up so early? Comment down below. Subscribe to our channel to stay informed with zesty stories of Formula 1 and check out more videos here.